continuing on because I got cut off but I just wanted to finish the last part. But he, to continue on with what I was saying from the article, that this thing that he was finding, this is part 2, by the way. Please, if you go watch part 1 first, because that'll fill in the blanks for you. I'm just continuing here. It says it seems to have had this thing had a head and 3 legs, and that it hasn't been created to just sit there and do nothing. So it developed in 4 days, this life form. So he is saying, just as a pine cone, and I'm repeating this, but just as a pine cone seeds won't grow unless they will be in a suitable environment on fertile ground, the same that thing seems not to be moving. It may be dormant or sleeping. I hope it won't get to be, and that's the key word, activated. What did I say in this video? The one I made on the zombies. I said when they're activated. Yeah, I think what's going to happen is there's this thing, and with frequencies applied to it, that it will be activated and thus cause people to become, particularly ones that were injected with the bioweapon, they will become activated. Be a zombie. Okay, so this is pretty much the rest of I pretty much said what I need to say in this video. Zalewski also points out that he saw more than of these creatures, putting to rest any claims that it was just a coincidence. So he saw more of them in the samples that he took. It wasn't just one. So obviously there is something that is in these shots that are going to be activated within the bloodstreams that are dormant and sleeping perhaps right now. Sleeping. But once the frequencies are applied to it, and the frequencies are pulsed, that they will be activated and thus turn these unfortunate people, the jabbed, into zombies. Okay? He says, indeed, with all the discoveries that have been made now, this article, I will leave the links, by the way, in both videos here, part 1 and part 2. Replete with the microscopic imagery, could anyone who has looked squarely at the evidence still believe that this is some giant coincidence rather than the coldly calculated transhumanist agenda? Zalewski suggests that graphene, that was very, very telling to me and very interesting. Zalewski suggests that graphene in the vaccine acts as a kind of food or catalyst. We've not been told this. This has not been really put on the radar of people. This is interesting that the graphene is like a food, I'll say a demonic food that will energize the thing. I'm thinking that, I'll even go as far as to say, and people can say, oh, that's ridiculous, but this is my video, so I can say it. I believe that this could be even the seeds, the parasitic seeds of the Nephilim, embedded in these shots, and they will be activated and thus create zombie-like creatures and Nephilim creatures within the individuals that it was injected in. That's my theory. Okay, so the catalyst for the thing, because the vaccine contains eggs for the thing which appear to hatch in the presence of graphene. So there's where the graphene comes in. Thought that was very interesting. Maybe you do too. But with that said, I'm going to end this video. This is part 2. Please watch part 1 first so you will know what I'm talking about in this video. And thanks for watching.